What if laziness isn't the enemy? What if it's just a pause? And what if all you need to break that pause is 15 minutes? This is day 10 of the 30-day challenge, and today we're talking about how to start even when you feel lazy. Let me be honest with you. I have moments like this. I'm making coffee. I'm standing there, staring directly at the wall in front of me. Not scrolling, not thinking deeply, just staring and thinking about nothing. It looks like laziness, but sometimes it's just a pause, a mental reset before doing something difficult. The problem isn't the pause. The problem is when we lose awareness and let that pause stretch into hours of avoidance. But when you're aware, when you can say, I'm pausing right now, you're still in control. And control gives you the power to start small. Over the past few days, I've been learning workflow automation using N8N, specifically the Community Edition. It's not just a simple install. It requires Docker. It requires understanding containers. It requires configuration. Some days I didn't feel like dealing with Docker errors. Some days I didn't feel like reading documentation. Some days I just wanted to stay in that coffee and stare at the wall mode. But instead of saying I need to master automation, I told myself just 15 minutes. That's it. Run Docker. Open N8N. Fix one small issue. Understand one concept. Just one. And here's what's interesting about learning workflow automation. It changes how you see work. Instead of manually copying information from one app to another, you start asking, can I automate this? Instead of checking emails repeatedly, you think, can a trigger notify me only when it matters? Instead of doing repetitive tasks every day, you think, what system can I build so this runs automatically? You stop thinking like a task doer. You start thinking like a system builder. That shift is powerful, and it didn't happen because I studied for hours. It happened because I showed up for 15 minutes consistently. Here's the principle. Start small enough that your brain doesn't resist. If you feel lazy about learning automation, just create one simple workflow, even if it only sends a test message, even if it fails. If you feel lazy about studying, read one page. If you feel lazy about exercising, put on your shoes. Small starts remove pressure, and pressure is usually what makes us freeze. What usually happens is this. You commit to 15 minutes. You fix one small Docker issue. You test one trigger. You connect to nodes, and suddenly you're curious. You want to see what happens next. Then 15 minutes becomes 25. Not because you forced yourself, but because momentum took over. That's the power of incremental growth. So here's the key message for day 10. Laziness is not your identity. It's a pause. And pauses are okay, as long as you are aware of them. When I'm standing there with my coffee, staring at the wall and thinking about nothing, that's not failure. It's just a moment. The decision comes after. Do I stay paused, or do I give myself 15 minutes? That choice is everything. You don't need to feel inspired. You just need to begin small. One workflow, one command, one page, one step. Small starts build momentum. Momentum builds skill. Skill builds confidence. And confidence changes how you see yourself. This is day 10 of the 30-day challenge. If this helped you, like the video. If you're following the journey, subscribe because we still have 20 more days to go. And the next time you're making coffee and staring at the wall, pause, breathe. Then give yourself 15 minutes. I'll see you tomorrow.